Hello everyone, my name is Milagros. I am the creator of Binah Tarot. These are the tarot scopes for the month of November in regards of love for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. Because this is a general reading, you can always check your ascendant, your moon sign and Venus. Let's begin. Virgo, this is your November love tarot scope. And we have in the center the King of Wands. The King of Wands is King of Fire. It can represent yourself, or it can represent a person from a fire sign, such as Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. I think that the energy of the month is surrounding this person that, as I was telling, might be yourself or might be somebody else. There is some sort of energy that is being crossed by the Four of Swords, as we can see here, by stagnation. Like there is an action you want to take towards a purpose, but it's being crossed by stagnation. It's being crossed by maybe overthinking the things. Over evaluating, maybe there is some lack of action, because the King of Wands is a man of action, and it's being crossed by a card that has to do with lack of action. So you want to take action in regards to something, but you're not doing it quite yet. And this is connected to the past card, that is the Judgment card, and it has to do with some situation that happened, some decisions that were made, some conclusions that were drawn and have resulted into this period in which you are trying to find some stability again. You're trying to find your center. You're trying to understand what has happened, to process the information. It might have to do with you deciding to take a step back, or to take a step aside, from a situation, and right now just trying to think if it was a good decision to make or not. If you are in a partnership, it might have to do, this card can also have to do with divorce or legal stuff. If you're going out or ending a divorce situation, then right now you're in a period in which you just want to take a step back and think the things through before taking the next step. If you are single, it might have to do with a decision that you have made on the recent past, and you're for now just evaluating if it was right or not. But this has given you a clear image. Like now you feel that although you need to think the things a little bit more carefully, you have way more of a clear image than you did on the previous months. There is a progress in regards to that. On top, we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords has to do with detachment. So you're trying to take, like this, the Four of Swords card is a card of reflection, it's a card of meditation, and the Two of Swords is a card of detaching, of finding the balance. Taking some distance from the situation, at least in a conscious level, taking some distance from the situation and try to find a balance, try to balance out your feelings or your thoughts. Trying to be fair as well. It also has to do with trying to be fair, or trying to make a situation that, although it can involve emotions, you want to be rational about. And we have on the base the Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is a card of not getting exactly what you need or what you want. It's a card of underachievement in a sense. It might be that you have gone through a hard time, a hard patch, and that you felt left out in the cold. You felt that this person has not been, probably has not been able to offer you what you were expecting from him or her, or if it has to do with a breakup, maybe you are thinking through if it was worth breaking up the situation or the relationship or not, because although this person could not offer you all you needed or all you wanted, or the stability or the material, probably material stability or practicality that you want, this was a person that might have been with you through thick and thin. A person that might have been a companionship in difficult times, and you are having a hard time letting it go because you don't know if you are going to find somebody who can offer you the same. This is still under the surface. This is still a fear as well. You're afraid to go through times of need in which you might be able to depend on somebody or on something in order to move forward. What I get as for what is the current energy, I get the 8 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands has to do with movement. It can also have to do with traveling or making a short trip. Maybe you're going to make a short trip to meet with this person in order to get some clarity. Maybe the person is going to make a little short trip to meet with you. This has to do with news as well. Right now, maybe you're expecting news or you want to move. I mean, I have the energy, I have the King of Wands, and I have 8 of Wands as current energy. So there is a lot. Maybe you're just holding a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, passion, and you want to let it flow, but then again, it's a little bit complicated because there are more things at play. And you cannot act, in a sense, like yourself. What I get on the surroundings is the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is a card that has to do with communication as well, and with taking or making a decision, having the right about something. This has to do with the other person. Maybe if you are in the middle of a fight, the other person is, you're not getting to an understanding with the other person, and the person is 100% sure that they are right. And you might not be so right with that, but eventually they do have a point. And I would suggest you to try to hear their point as well, because there is a valid point to what they want. There is a truth to what they want. Maybe they haven't been able to open up with you, and right now it's a moment in which they want to open up about something. So there is an opening into a communication channel. It might be that the information will be too direct. It might be that it is something a little bit unexpected for you, but it is still going to flow in a way that will make sense. As I see from the unexpected, I get the 4 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups has to do with a person who has achieved something and he's looking for something very specific, but he's getting something that might be just not enough. Maybe not just what he expects to receive. So I think that it's unexpected, probably in the sense that you are going to be getting something. Maybe you're going to be getting some words, maybe what this person will want to tell you, but it will just not be enough to fulfill what you expect from him or from her. You are very demanding in certain things, and maybe what they are going to offer you is not exactly what you want from them, but I suggest you by all means to be open to what they have to say, because I get on the outcome card the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is a man who knows how to communicate, is a man who knows what to tell. It's a man that also believes that he has the right. So there might be a battle of wills going on. In case you are in a relationship, it might be that you're maybe in a weird stage in which you want to reach an agreement, but she believes or he believes that he's right or she's right, and you believe you're right too. So there is maybe some sort of agreement or some sort of common ground, but it's not enough to settle the things. If you are single, it might be that there is some miscommunication between you and the other part, and you're trying to stand your ground, and you're trying maybe to be too rigid because you feel you're right, and you might definitely be right. But there is also some rationality. There is also some search for the next thing, the next, like thinking of taking the next step, because I see the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands has to do with building a foundation. It might also have to do with like sleeping with somebody. If it's the case, it might have to do with you getting physical with somebody, because you need an outlet to this like really fiery energy that is going on this month, and that you're keeping under the surface. You're kind of repressing a little bit of that. And trying to be too tough and too rational, and maybe forsaking a little bit that you, as any human being, have desires. that you need to attend to, and it is not bad to pay attention to them as well. I see the intuition card as the advice, and this card encourages you to listen to yourself more than others. Open your ears, like keep your ears open and see within yourself. The answers are within yourself. You don't need to go too far. You don't need to overthink. Like you are having already a time of reflection and meditation. And the answers are within yourself. Just try not to be way too strict and way too demanding in some things that you might be able to be a little bit more open-minded, because the things that you can harvest can be happiness, can lead you to happiness. It doesn't always have to be so complicated. It might bring you more things that you expect. And if there is a part within yourself that is dictating you or telling you that you need to give this a little chance, that you need to change your attitude a little bit, then you should hear it, you should listen to it, because it might be just what you need in this period of time. For whoever who has watched my videos previously, I'm going to be posting them in this channel, my own channel from now on, and I'm going to be working on the tarot scopes for 2018. So if you're interested, you can always subscribe and enable the notifications so that you will receive an alert on the upcoming videos. The prices for my personal readings have been decreased so that everybody has a possibility to book a reading if you're interested in having me check any topic or area of interest that we can see together, and I can always give you my insight and some advice in regards to that. My website is under construction, so you can get the information on the types of readings I provide, and you can book them through my Facebook page, which I'm going to be listing down below. Besides the monthly tarot scopes, the 2018 tarot scope, I am going to be posting reviews, videos regarding astrological transits, a very interesting introduction to cartomancy. I am also going to be developing a tarot course that will be available on my website on the upcoming months. And on the upcoming weeks, I am going to be launching a contest in which you can win a free tarot reading made by me. So you can keep tuned on my Facebook page in order to see which are the guidelines to participate. There are going to be many interesting and exciting things coming along the way, so bear with me and leave any suggestion that you may have on the comments down below. If you like this video, you can always give it a thumbs up, share it and subscribe, and see you on the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye.